Hello everyone, in light of recent news regarding the performance of QueueTimes and our content, we're going to have to ask everyone to do one of two things. Either like the video and subscribe to the channel and send us a screenshot of your subscribed channels by Friday showing us that you did these things, or come up to us tomorrow and explain to us why you're not comfortable doing these things.
We will be reimbursing you if you do comment or like.
We will be giving you the $0 and 0 cents.
Hey everyone, welcome to GameGorgon. My name's Indigo.
And I'm Krug.
And today we're going to be talking about a game company that decided to force their employees to write a review and buy the game.
Allegedly. You can judge for yourself. You'll probably agree with them by the end of it.
We're not going to actually name the game company, and we're also not going to name the game because we don't think that they deserve any actual credit for anything.
Right. So on December 15th, the head of the studio sent an email to all of his employees basically explaining to them that they were in dire straits, that the company wasn't doing very well, and that the reason that it wasn't doing very well was because there weren't any reviews on their Steam game. They didn't have a review score. And so his kind of way of mitigating this was by explaining to his employees that you all need to buy and review this game, and if you do so, we're going to reimburse you for the purchase of the game. If you don't want to do that, come up to me personally and explain to me why you don't want to do it, and how he wanted to.
And we want to do this privately.
Yeah, privately, a personal, private conversation with each employee that doesn't want to do those things, so that they can have a conversation about it. Which, I mean, is shady in and of itself.
It's intimidating.
It is intimidating. Going up to somebody who's your supervisor and explaining to them why you don't agree with their approach to a thing is basically like saying, I'm gonna go up to my boss and tell him to go F himself and expect not to get fired. That's not how being in a company works. I can feel
it could have been written way better.
The manipulation.
Because the other thing is they're saying, hey, you know, there's less reviews on our game than there are employees.
Right.
And so clearly that's a problem. And right after this email went out, there was a huge spike in reviews,
yeah, so
both positive and negative, which was kind of funny.
The email went out on the 15th, and on the 16th, you can see in this image that's going to be on the screen at some point that there was a huge spike in reviews, especially relative to the next day and the day after and the day after and the day after. Obviously, this is a screenshot that we didn't take because at the time of us recording this game isn't on Steam anymore. Because that's the other part of the story. After this came out and this controversy kind of became public, Steam, Valve, decided that they were going to not only pull the game that this email was referencing, but pull all of this company's titles off of Steam.
Super okay with it.
Yeah, right? I am 100% okay with it. As a matter of fact, kudos to Valve for doing something like that.
Honestly, normally we give Valve a hard time. I want to say this is really good on their part. Like I think this is like top notch.
Although I will say that, judging by the way the game looks, which is a pile of steam and garbage, I don't think Valve's really missing out on a whole bunch.
No, and even if it was like a huge title, like let me rephrase that. If it were a really good game, and it wasn't getting a lot of reviews, I don't think Valve is still losing out a lot.
I want to know what would happen if something like this came to light after a game was really popular publicly. Like if something came out that said, oh, PUBG was faking reviews for the first 2 months, and they had like 200 reviews in the first 2 months, and they were all fake. Would they react the same way? I don't think so. Do you think they would have the balls, for lack of a better word?
It would be significantly more difficult for them to make a decision, and I don't.
Because that's probably a ton of money, you know. This is probably losing them a grand total of $18. Like, this probably can't buy lunch for anyone.
But I also don't feel that a lot of games need to force their employees. Like, one of the standpoints that I really like is, like, don't force your employees to like and share your content. Create content that makes your employees want to like and share it.
Right. Yeah, especially when it comes to something like developing a game, where a lot of the times, at least from the developers that I've spoken with, because we've been fortunate enough to speak with some developers, that they actually love their product. Like it's not something that I think that they can put up with creating something that they don't enjoy for very long. Like somebody that's developing a game Like all the WildStar devs that we've ever talked to loved WildStar. They're like, there's some things they didn't like about their environment or whatever, but
there's some things that you don't like about the game itself.
Yeah,
I mean, there's just aspects, but as a whole, you enjoy the product.
You never love everything about your job, right? There's always things you disagree with, but they love the idea of their product. They love the goal they're working towards.
There are so many ways this guy could have easily rewritten this email.
Here are some examples.
Hi, I just would like to remind you that reviews are really important. So talk to your friends and family to get them to come and review it. Also, as a reminder, we also give reimbursements for anyone that decides to buy the game that works for the company.
Hi, I'm in charge of the company. If you don't leave a review, you're fired. Oh, sorry, we said less.
Yeah, and here's the thing is, after the fact, Kotaku reached out to them and asked them, hey, what's up with this? And they're like, oh, we just wanted, it wasn't supposed to feel that way. That wasn't the goal. But, it's really important because the ecosystem is really important. And so, we just wanted to remind them that friends and family, should review the game.
Yeah, I'm going to read part of it because I think that part's really important. In response to Kotaku, who wrote, the email was sent to everyone in the company telling staff, about 20 people, including freelancers, how important reviews are in the Steam ecosystem and that a failure of the game would mean the company was in jeopardy. It was meant to rally people's support, including advertising the game to their family and friends in the hope to simply get more reviews. That part about family and friends, I don't see a single like even subtle hint or the essence of that effort in the email. There's absolutely nothing.
No, it was literally like, go out, review the game, and buy the game.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to do that, come to my office.
Basically.
Which no one wants to go to the principal's office. I'm just saying,
Well,
Go down in the comments, let us know, do you think that this guy was being a dick about this whole entire thing? Or do you think it was kind of a sensible, understanding email and it's just being construed differently?
You don't fucking think that,
I
don't.
I don't, but someone that's watching this might. And so that's why I'm asking them to write down in the comments why they think that it makes sense for them to write this.
Write in the comment, do you think that was an aggressively worded email or are you the person who wrote it? Those are basically your two options.
While you're down there, if you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up.
Yes,
and if you
please.
did not, give us a thumbs down and let us know why not. While you're there, also hit the subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow. It helps us improve and constantly upgrade. And, it also, because QueueTimes is in dire straits, people.
Yeah. Come to my office.
And explain to me why you didn't hit the bell icon that gives you notifications whenever we have new content. I'm Indigo, and you can reach me on Twitter at IndigoQT.
I'm Krug. You can get me at KrugQT on Twitter. You can also get both of us at _QueueTimes on Twitter. We've been GameGorgon. We will see you all in our office.
Bye.